From being trapped in a small town, knowing that you can't escape, and having to worry about what is deadly lurking in the woods, this science fiction horror series From will give you nightmares for days. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today I will be reviewing the new TV series called From, and let you guys know if this series is worth watching. I will give you my spoiler-free review, and then I will put a timestamp to let you know that I'll be doing spoilers. Created and executive produced by John Griffin, this is the first series that he created with the help of two longtime genre storytelling vets, Jeff Pinker and Jeff Bender, to bring the enigmatic series to life. Pinker and Bender were both parts of the hit TV series called Lost. From is about an unraveled mystery of a city in Central America that imprisons everyone who enters. As the resident struggles to maintain a sense of normalcy and seek a way out, they must also survive the threats of the surrounding forest. As you can see, Sheriff Boyd, played by Harold Perrineau, walks around town ringing the bell, letting people know it's time to go in the house. In every small town in a movie or a series, when you hear that bell, that means it's time to find safety because something dangerous is coming. It's been 96 days since there have been no accidents in that town, but little do they know that someone is going to eventually break the rules. I love how the storyline is well put together, and it brings a lot of dialogue and in-depth conversation about what is happening in that town. The setting of the town is old and abandoned, the cinematography bringing a lot of brown tones to match the cozy and comforting inside the characters' homes, along with some gray tones during the nighttime, bringing isolation and creepiness. This series is a slow and steady pace, which I enjoy. I like how the writer built up the characters so you can get to know them and their personalities. Every character in this series plays a significant part and has a backstory to tell. One of my favorite characters in this series is Sheriff Boyd. He delivers a great performance and he breaks his back for the town. IMDb put this as a drama, horror, and mystery series. I think it hits the mark on the genre, and I know it's supposed to be a science fiction horror. I do see that a little bit, but I see the drama and mystery more. The series had me at the edge of my seat because you wanted to know the mystery behind this town. This series reminded me of Under the Dome and Wayward Pines. So, is From worth watching? Absolutely. It's a great series to watch, and if you don't like a slow, burn steady tension, this show is not for you. I'm going to be talking about spoilers, so this is your warning. The new citizens of Matthew's family and Jade had to pick up where they're going to start their new life. Each family member must pick the rock or the flower, and their choice will be their final. Of course, Julie chooses the flower, which is the colony house, and Donna oversees the colony house. Her belief is live by today because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Everyone stays in one big crowded house and they don't follow the rules, and you must share everything. If you choose the town, you must live by the rules for the good of the community. You are in the house before it gets dark, and each house has its own talisman. And if you break the rules, you will be spending the night in the box, aka your final death. Let me know down in the comment section below which one would you choose, the town or colony house. I know for sure I'll choose the town. Throughout the series, you see the talisman that the town hangs up by the door to protect the creatures from coming in. The talisman looks like neurotic symbolism, in my opinion. The neurotic symbolism means the Noah symbols were associated with the gods and mythology and connected the details of the powers. The symbols hold a lot of meaning and are meant to communicated. Noah's wisdom as well as the formidable power of gods were believed to hold. And as you can see in different horror movies like Midsommar, The Ritual, and Hereditary, there are different neurotic symbols that will protect you or warn you. There are so many questions regarding the talisman. We know that Sheriff Boyd finds the talisman in the tree, and we also know it protects the people from the creatures coming in. But who created those talismans? We know that people used to live in this town, and Victor is the only person that knows what happened. Victor is the main key to this story. He has been living in that town since he was a little boy and witnessed what happened. Victor already knows what happened before the situation occurred. For example, when he was digging the graves by the colony house, and then the episodes later the monsters get into the colony house and kills the people, and Victor, he's already prepared to escape. He tells Julie that he knew it was going to happen. We do see a lot of clues, such as the numbers that was on the wall when Tabitha had that vision going up the stairs, and Boyd finding a piece of paper in the bottle that says 1864. I think those are time periods, and it tells a story of what happened to that town. Just like Ethan said, the story needs to be put in order. So I decided to do some research of the time period that occurred. 1864, when I typed it up in Google, there were a lot of wars that happened in 1864. Most major event was the American Civil War. But if you type in folklore 1864, you would get the vampire. I don't see any other information about this, but it could be anything. So, who are these creatures that comes at night? My guess must be the vampires, and I'll tell you why. They only come out during the night. You must get permission to come into the house. Some vampires is not always cold. They do provide warm temperature. And so now the only tricky thing is that they don't suck people's necks as normal vampires do, but some vampires in the movies just rip you apart, and that's what the vampires in From did. But it can be a shapeshifter as well. This one is very tricky, and like Sarah told Boyd, there are things out there that are worse than monsters. It can be a million things about this town, and as I said earlier, there are clues throughout the series that you will find. I like how the writer implements the theory of the characters are dead or alive, and Father Contry did a monologue talking about this in the church and with Tabitha. That's what I thought at first. Are the characters living in purgatory? I'm hoping for season 2 so we can get more clues and evidence. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and make sure you like and subscribe for more reviews. And then until then, see you later.